Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 30 of the Road to Glory with Cercle Brugge. We have a very big episode for you today, and we have been doing quite well lately because we've got our manager performance here on screen like we do every episode to start with, and we have managed to get ourselves up to a B- because we are flying as we speak. The schedule, so since you last saw us when we drew 1-1 with Club Brugge, we've gone on and not actually conceded a goal in the next 3 games. We've gone 1-2-0 against Bierschot. We then got a 2-0 win against Zolte and then a 1-0 win against Club Brugge. That means that we are currently in the European Places playoff group, and a win here today will put us on top of that group. And we are also live on Twitch, so if you haven't come and looked at the Twitch content, make sure you come over to Paulie29 on Twitch to check out all the action. What I've done since you last saw a game was I've changed a few little positions. So I've had Van der Perry playing in the midfield more recently. I'm going to drop him back to centre back as that ball playing defender because of his passing ability. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that because I've just seen he's got a trait there that I don't like. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that. We're going to go back to what I was thinking initially, which is Matthias there. I really want to get Matthias playing in that role, but what I need to do is I need to train the trait off of Van der Perry first. So let's get that training. Let's get I don't even know what it comes under. Is it movement? I'd like to run with the ball, dribble through to not get us forward. There we go. I want him to lose that so we can play him at centre back. I don't want him getting forward whenever possible at centre back. So that's what we'll do for now. So we've got the same team as pretty well has got us into this situation. Toure still in that shadow striker role. Very good. We could use Foe there. We've got Gill there as well. We've got plenty of options. We do need an extra homegrown player for the bench. What are we missing? We've got a centre back. We've got a winger. I mean, he needs to be on the bench, I feel. Bartol. So it's one of Bartol or Fox. I think Fox is the one that will miss out. We got to bring another homegrown player with us. We'll bring Jan Herman with us as the extra homegrown player. And here we go. So massive game here against AA again that we are in desperate need of 3 points against because it will put us top of the group with a few games to go. And this is going to be one of our bigger episodes because I'm going to show you probably this game and then whichever game suits the most depending on the results that we get. So AA again have gone loss, win, loss. So they're due for a win, but hopefully we can not allow that to happen. So here we are. We have been playing some really good football. The midfield, sort of that compression in the midfield has been so good. We haven't really been conceding heaps of goals. I think we've conceded like 5 in 9 games or something, and we've only conceded like single-digit goals in every game since switching into this system. So defensively, it's giving us that solidity to go and attack. It also, I think it's sort of, we're dropping that a little bit deeper, which is giving us that space. So we're having a bit less possession than we're used to, but because we're a bit more direct with the shadow striker and the 2 inside forwards, it's giving us that space to play into as Baude nods over the bar. So it's really interesting to watch this system work when we're playing well because it's lots of intricate passing in the middle, but then it's also lots of direct passes going in behind because you've got the 2 inside forwards sitting there waiting to run into those channels, which is really, it's actually really fun to watch. It's almost simulating like a Liverpool style where you have a false 9 that drops in really deep. And then you've got your Salah Mane sort of roles here in Rasmus and Foe, who are just quick, direct, strong, and good finishers of the ball, getting in behind, scoring lots of goals. But that's a good ball in. Oh, they're saying it's offside. I think that's a bit... That didn't look offside to me, but maybe there was something in the build-up that may have alluded to it being offside. I felt like we're going 1-0 down there, which we haven't done for quite a while. Goal disallowed here. I want to have a quick look. What's happened here? So the ball's come out to Owusu. Okay, I can see his first run. That is very tight. We've gotten away with one there. Obviously, it was offside, but can't be giving away too many of those chances. Now, Chelly is someone who's played lots and lots of minutes lately, and he's someone that's probably going to come off earlier in this game than I'd like. We get to half time. We haven't played well though. I'm going to pump the fist, go out. It's time for everyone to dig in. I'm going to say I'm delighted, and there's more. There's more? I still believe you can improve. There we go. Can we find the first goal in this game? That is going to be the key moving forward in this game, is us scoring first. We try to find Toure straight from kickoff. There's a bit of a mix-up at the back that we can't take advantage of, which is a bit disappointing, as we now find Uriel Celli. That's a ball that he needs to not lose, but we do get the ball back to Mateus, who has been absolutely fantastic in that left-back role. Perry finds Chell, our other inverted wing-back, out to Celli, out to Rasman. This is where the passing does get direct, and it does look very, very dangerous, and that's the start I wanted to see from the boys coming out of half-time. We need 3 points here, and there's not going to be one easy game in this whole group like there was last year. I felt like Chelaroy and a couple of the other teams were a bit easier to break down, and we knew we were going to get big results, where this year, this European group is stacked between Bruges, Zolta, Wagram and Ghent. They're 3 big clubs in Belgium that are going to be competing with us. But here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put Xavi Simons in that advanced playmaker role. We're going to bring... who do we want as our box-to-box? Let's have a quick look. So we've got Jan Herman here. He's more that DLP role. Or we've got the young man in Irwin, who's also... he's probably a better box-to-box midfielder. Yeah, we're going with Irwin. He spent a lot of time in the 21s. We did sign him to play first team. I just struggled to fit him into the squad, but he's developed well. Let's encourage the boys. We've only had the one shot on target, which is a bit unlike us in this system to not create enough chances. But it's Simmons, ball across. Toure needs to do better there. Still falls out to Van der Perry though. Chell, and that's the end of the highlights. So we might need to change a few things up front. Rasmus is struggling, so that's a straight swap for Lucas Adam. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Foe into the middle, and I'm going to bring Sam on the left, who is just full of pace, lots of dribbling. His finishing's not amazing. He has scored 1 goal for us this season, but he's had very limited game time. So here we go. We've had 9 chances though. Very unlike us to only put 1 on target. So we've had our opportunities. We just haven't been clinical. Can we find a late goal here against AA Ghent to really put us in the driving seat to top this group? Here we go. Opportunity for Ghent, and it's just wide, hitting the side netting, which will take all day. There's still time here. We're going to encourage one more time. I think we've been okay. I mean, the draw's not ideal, but it's better than losing. And it doesn't look like much more is going to happen in this game unless we might concede here. We sort of half deal with the ball. It's an indirect free kick for us, and I reckon that's going to be where the ref calls it. So very, very quick game there with not many highlights, but 10 shots, 1 on target. It's not the worst. It's not the worst result, a 0-0 draw there. Once again, we haven't conceded. We're doing our job. We've obviously got Zolte in the next game. Which game am I going to show you? I reckon I will show you the Zolte game next, because then it's going to set up what's going to happen moving forward. So sit tight, because you are about to see one more blockbuster game in this episode. Hello YouTube, welcome back to the episode. I've skipped ahead here because I had some audio issues, but what I wanted to show you was the board somewhat are disappointed that we have a couple draws, which I don't quite understand. What I've done with the team here is pretty much the same team. What I've done is I've rested Hoyan at the moment. Rasmus is getting a break. Chelly's also getting a break. So we've got LeFloc here at the box-to-box midfielder role. I was just saying to the stream, I'd be happy to change this role because I don't feel like the box-to-box midfielder really contributes a whole lot in this system. So I want to have a bit of a brainstorm with the guys in the stream to see what we can put there. I don't feel like we need another playmaker, but we're not creating heaps of chances, so we could go with an AP on support, but I'm not prepared to try that at this stage. And we haven't lost in this system yet, so there's no need to change it. But for next season, I'd be more than willing to maybe play an AP or a roaming playmaker in that role. So let's go. I've got faith in the team to get the result here today. We look pretty good at the moment. We're not conceding heaps of goals. It's just we're playing really good defensive football, and that's why I'm thinking with like the inverted wing back on defend on this side. Do we allow ourselves to have that extra creativity? That's what I'm sort of thinking. I think, what's going on here? Foe's taking a knock, wants to come off. It looks like it's a bruised ankle. Let's just give it a minute or so, see if his fitness... Yeah, all right, it looks like he's going to be able to play through it. That's fine. Let's let Yad go. Make the DM a ball-winning midfielder, and then both the CMs playmaking roles. Maybe, I don't know. No, I'm happy with the DLP role. That I don't feel like we need to change that. But that's a good shout from JS. So I'm happy at the moment with that DLP role because I don't want to. It's only this one box to box role I want to change. So what we'll do is we'll leave LeFloc highlighted as Adam just drives from one end of the box to across the other side of the pitch to create a chance for us. I'm going to encourage the team. LeFloc does look like he's struggling a bit. Yadfo, sorry, at the moment. So here we go. LeFloc doesn't even get involved in the play there. Adam just goes, yep, I'm driving past you. Van der Perry, Simmons, Van der Perry, good ball over the top to Yad as I'm about to take him off, and he manages to put the shot but on target. So can we just get through to half time, then I'll make that change for Yadfo. Again, very quick. I'm on extended highlights. We're not even seeing anything. It's very interesting. Great opportunity to show everyone what we're capable of. We're going to bring... What are we going to do here? Bring Sam on, I think. And let's go from there. Let's go. Start the second half. Let's play. I mean, the other role we could use is probably a Mazzala on support if we'd like to try and open the play up a little bit. Because we've got the inverted wing back on defend on that right-hand side, it's probably beneficial to have someone that drifts out there to help the inside forward in the wider area. So that's definitely something we could look at as that header goes over the bar. And we haven't been fantastic again. But I mean, saying that, they've only created 3 chances. We've only created 3 chances as well. So it's been one of those games where it's probably a lot more midfield dominant at this stage. But obviously they've got the talent to get forward, which we don't want to see. But here we go. This is what we want to see. We want to see us... Who was that? Simmons pressing as the AP. Jeez, okay. We've dealt with the first ball. Sam doesn't deal with the second one. The header's wide. We've gotten pretty lucky there to avoid a goal. It's LeFloc trying to get his first goal for the club after he's missed a few penalties since joining us. We've got a few guys here struggling for some fitness. What I'm going to do is we're going to drop him into that DLP role. We're going to move Xavi Simmons there. We're going to bring Uriel Celli on. And I think it's time for us to try and get a bit more creative. So we're going to go Mazzala. So with the support, we'll seek to balance his responsibilities. So we're going to go Mazzala on support to try and help this right-hand side out because we've got the inverted wing back on defend. Next time the highlights is here, I want to find where Xavi Simmons is. Where's Xavi? He's in the box. There he is. I want to see what his movement looks like as that Mazzala on support. As our boy, the young midfielder, trying to find something. We find Simmons' feet, Toure, Sam, goal. And who's involved in that build-up? I was going to say Xavi Simmons, but Sam, what a strike from Sam to put us 1-0 up in such a big game as well. Doesn't get the minutes he probably deserves. I just want to see what Simmons' movement still looks like in this setup. So things are looking pretty good at the moment. We sit top if we can win this game. Still leaving things highlighted with Simmons. The idea behind the Mazzala role for him is every time he drifts out wide, we should see Chell drop into the midfield, and we find Toure over the top but can't connect. So how do we look shape-wise? Does our midfield look really stretched? That's what I'm worried about. So Xavi Simmons goes into the wide areas to try and close down the ball. So it keeps Chell closer to the back 4 as well. Here we go. Adam is away though. We know he's quick. We know he's got plenty of pace. He's got Toure there if he wants to slide him in. He's also got Sam there. He wants a second and can't find it because he's taken that shot way too early. All right, Mateus is struggling for fitness now. So let's get the sub in. Who do we have that can go left back? We'll play Franjic on that side and we'll swap them so they're inverted. So let's continue. Now we've got to re-find Xavi Simmons so I can see what his movement looks like. But here we go. Our midfield looks pretty well the same. That's a decent bit of play there, and it's a good save by Oman. Probably would have gone wide, I reckon, but with 20 minutes to go, we're looking good. They've only had 1 shot on target. That's probably the big thing. We've still kept them to only 1 shot on target for the game. We are looking pretty good. We've got Xavi Simmons struggling now. Who's on the bench? We've already made all 3 changes, so there we go. We need to see the game out with what we've got. I'm going to move it to positive. Just to try and keep the directness a little bit shorter. But I really want to see one highlight of Xavi Simmons really getting involved as a Mazzala. Good ball. Finding the fresh legs of Adam, who needs to just be a bit more composed and try and put that into the other side of the goal here. Ghent 3-1 up against Brugge is massive too. That should give us a big buffer if we can hold on to the win here. as Toure gets onto the ball. Here we go. That's an interesting ball out to Adam. He should get there. He does. He puts a ball back across. No one home. Simmons now trying to press. Get back into shape, boys. We don't need to be super aggressive with the press. It's Robbie De Haas who we let go. Oman does pick the ball up, which is what I want to see. Can we just either hoof it away? Just don't kick it into someone like we've seen happen 100 times in this game. Here we go. Oh, no. That was the most dangerous roll I've ever seen. It's Jorge Luis. We know of his quality. What a ball. It all comes from bloody trying to roll it out. That might be on me, to be perfectly honest, because I do try to keep possession. Probably should start to kick it, shouldn't I? We tried to keep possession of the ball. That's their second shot on target. They've scored from it. That's a bit annoying. Uriel Celli drops a ball into Sam. Sam has scored 3 goals all season, and 2 of them have come today. Are you going to be kidding me? What a turnaround from Sam. He's playing his way into the team, but he's 9 finishing. Before we do anything, I'm going to change my instructions. When we're distributing, I'm not going to roll it out. So I'm saying distribute to fullbacks, though. He's giving it to the centre midfielder. I'm going to say take short kicks. There we go. Can we just hold on here? 1 more minute to go. Can we get out here? Can we just find a ball out? There it is. There it is. Sam's away now. Can he beat his man? It's an interesting ball. He finds Adam. Whatever, out for a goal kick. I'm happy with that. Is that enough to get us over the line? Please be enough to get us that 2-1 win. Oh, I thought that was it. Got to win this first ball here. We've got a centre back, got a mismatch out there. That's what I want to see. Simmons finds Adam. I think we're going to go with this Mazzala long term as that other midfield role on support, because I've seen Simmons get a lot more involved in the play. And it's Chell. Can he find the feet of Toure? He does. Surely, ref, end the game here. That's got to be time, ref. Come on, we're well over now. I don't want to see a counter-attack. Simmons is out wide, which is nice to see, using that space to try and allow the inside forward to get inside, and that is it. Celli gets 7.3. Sam off the bench scores a double. Who would have thought? 66th and 90th minute, gets involved. There it is. We needed that win massively, and it puts us in a really, really good position moving forward in the group. So obviously we need to play Brugge, Ghent and Zulte Waregem one more time. I'm not sure which team you're going to see. It's either going to be Ghent or Zulte, depending on the situation of the group. So let's have a quick look of the competitions. Who do they play next? They must play Ghent next. So we'll have to look at the results. Their form has not been great, coming into the group. They play Ghent and then Brugge, then us, obviously. So what we'll do is we'll have a look after the first game here against Brugge. I'm not going to show you Brugge because you've seen them enough already. There will be obviously another game in this group to show you. So if you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.